preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
From Denver. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Time for our first look at the Denver offense, and of course the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
The Denver Broncos know exactly what they wanted when they acquired Russell Wilson. They wanted to bring in a quarterback who was durable, consistent, and a proven winner to take a talented roster back to the postseason. And Russell Wilson, he was all those things in Seattle. One losing record in 10 seasons, missed only 3 games in that time, and made 9 Pro Bowls.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Cowboys and Broncos, some of you may or may not remember, they played in a Super Bowl back in the 70s, Super Bowl 12, in fact, won by the Cowboys and Roger Staubach, 27-10. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out.
And not only was it great to see Dak Prescott make his return in 2021, it's even better to see him playing the best ball of his career. He didn't lead Dallas to just a division title and its best record in 6 years. Dallas also led the league in yards and points, the first time it has led in both since 1971.
Starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Pat Surtain up to make the play. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they said? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from...
He's got a man, complete. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. At 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Prescott now, option right. And oh, he coughed it up. The Broncos say they have it. They do. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Brett Rippon, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-3. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a nice play on the end of it. An 18-yard touchdown run. From his end zone comes Rico Dowdle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now here come the Cowboys. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing here, Rush. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And he is going to lose yardage here. But Nick Bonito not letting him escape there. He was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Rush. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bonito drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. That'll bring up 2nd down. But Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by a first-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited. But I know.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. This is fielded at the 7. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rush. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now Rush. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Back to throw, Rush. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this 1st half. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half. Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener, we go back to Brandon Gaud.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's Pollard again. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now rip it. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. run it here on the jet sweep. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Rippon's throw caught here by Dulcich. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
To throw is Rush. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Nick Bonito
in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries in just 2 yards. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Rippon. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Rippon trying to pick it up through the air. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Looking to throw on 1st down is Rippon. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. To throw again is Rippon. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Here's a give up the middle. It's good. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
from the 38. Ripping.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Rush to throw. Rolling to his left. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pollard going to try the right side. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers, or a quick slant or something like that. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 4th down, Rush. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson.
And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter, a time you'd think they'd be running the football. They're still tossing it around and having great success, and it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.